Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to continue the readings for the girl groups this week, and today is the turn of Twice. So let's see the cards that they got. The first card is the Ace of Swords, the Devil, the Four of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, I think that this I had been like reading pretty regularly for different girl groups, and there's energetically I noticed like a very interesting shift from what I had been learning from the other groups. Maybe it has to do because Twice they have like a longer trajectory, so they had been for a while in the industry, so they have a lot of major arcanas coming up on their spread. So this means that probably what they're going through, it has to do with changes. It also has to do with, it's not about decision making, but I think that they definitely, I don't know if they are on a break. I hope they are because they got the Four of Swords in the middle of the reading. So there's this need of quieting the mind, of, I wouldn't say like, physically rest, more like being at peace with your own thoughts, not being so worried, not overthinking, not overanalyzing things. I think that this is what actually they want to achieve. But we started reading with the Ace of Swords. So there's a lot of communication coming and going in their lives, in these girls' lives, probably a lot of opinion, a lot of people like making assumptions, a lot of communications also coming their way, probably, the sign of papers, a lot of things that they have to educate themselves on, like regarding like reading very well papers and documents, and also like probably like studying something. I think that there's a sense that they want to be organized, and they also want to be in their power in this period of their lives and their professional lives as well. Here, since I don't have any pentacles or nor cups, I think that this is a very important, like sort of like a spiritual moment in their lives. It's not about, oh, I want to get this result so I can get this. It's more about being in the search of what makes them feel more at ease, and probably what they want right now is to take their time to properly rest, to not listen to everyone's different opinion, because I think that the girls had been a bit confused in the past. A bit like, I don't know if they had like manipulative people around them, because we have the devil here, so or themselves, maybe some of the members feeling a bit like manipulated somehow, feeling a bit like, when you feel like you have no way out of a situation, where you feel like you are like somehow stuck in a period of negativity and you cannot get out. But also the devil card also teaches us that sometimes we do have to recognize when we are at our lowest vibration or when we are at our highest. It's spiritual, I think that this devil here is the manifestation of probably them feeling a bit frustrated about their schedules and things happening to them personally. I think that this goes beyond being busy or being like in a industry for a while. I think that the girls, actually the females in this group, each of them have their own experiences in life. They have their own worries, they have their own ideas of what happiness is. So there's a lot of like a lot of pressure on them, to actually be on the same page. But actually, they want to be in the same page. They are. But at the same time, we cannot forget that these are very different individuals. Thankfully, there's no like rivalry, there's no tension here. But probably what they have been discussing lately is this need to actually like be more organized and being together and being like, okay, we have to like separate them ourselves from toxic behaviors or actually people trying to convince us of something that we are not ready yet. Here I don't see the girls making any decision or important decision in the next 3 months. So I think that what they want is that they want to rest, they want to be at peace, they want to be in silence, they want to be by themselves because we also have the high priestess here. So there's this need of going inwards, go within yourself. Like, these girls are very perceptive, they are very well connected with their feminine and also with their intuition. So they have the knowledge, they are very wise females. So, but they didn't have the time until now to actually connect with their own intuition, with what they know. There had been moments where they had to work on automatic, they responded in automatic, and now they are like, no, we need to stop. We need to be more intelligent, we need to be wiser, and we need to guide ourselves, not let ourselves be carried away by other people's ambitions. There's something here with the devil card that I think that the girls, if they are taking a break, I think that this is very important in their lives right now. Not only because they need it, but also because they need to be at peace. There are some things that of course are going to change because the last card is the Wheel of Fortune. So probably a very abrupt change is going to happen. It's not going to be like abrupt like the Tower because we have the Wheel of Fortune. So probably a change of events, but a very brief one, not a very like, oh, it's like something that totally changes their whole reality. No, it's just like a change or a movement. So probably this Wheel of Fortune next to this high priestess is asking them to take the moment to review their beliefs, their own opinions, to also follow their own intuition and the wisdom that they have within to decide what's going to be their next move. Because probably, I don't know if the girls are having a comeback soon, but it seems like what the cards are saying is like, okay, take your time to analyze or to prepare yourself mentally for what you have to prepare yourself for, because eventually you are going to have to go back to action again, or something is going to come out like an opportunity, like a change of events, that it's going to be positive. It's not going to be like, something like challenging that you can be like, oh, this thing happened and forced me to move. No, I think that it's something beneficial. Probably has to do with opportunities, with new opportunities or ideas coming their way. But I think that they are in a state where they need to concentrate on getting rid of negative thinking. I think that probably there are a lot of people, very anxious people and very greedy people around them. So somehow it makes the girls notice that, since they are very intuitive, So in order for them to not get or feel like they are being pushed or tied to make a decision that they are not ready yet to make, I think that they need to slowly, like my favorite phrase, like I always say, remove yourself from a situation. Just take a moment aside, stand with you, like be comfortable with you, like be at silence, be with yourself. If you listen to yourself, and if they listen to themselves, they have the answers that they're looking for. There's no need, just because, I think that there's a lot of people around them opinion, like making opinion, like being opinionated. And I think that this also confuses the girls. So they started with the Ace of Swords. So there's this need to also, like, like stand up for yourself and being a bit cutthroat, and being a bit like, okay, stop it. I'm not going to talk about this anymore, or I'm not listening to this anymore. I'm not receiving this kind of communication from you anymore. Like, I need to reserve myself. I need to protect myself from others, the toxicity, like, and it's not personal. It's just that they had been, like, probably dealing with this for a while, and now they're doing better. But I think that probably they had their moments of anxiety and of not feeling supported, like feeling rushed, pushed, and feeling like every decision, was like life or death situation, kind of, and it's like we like, and I almost can hear them say, like, we are doing everything that we can, that it's available for us to do. We cannot do anymore, like, definitely these girls they are giving their best. This is why I wanted to also, like, like I mentioned, there are source cards here, yes, but there are no cards of suffering nor emotional cards. So definitely the girls do not suffer for being active or for being working or having to work. What actually, like, it's a bit tormenting to them, that actually torments them a bit, is the feeling of having a lot of manipulative people around them, like, actually, like, or wanting to get, like, information out of the girls, like, to be like, oh, how do you feel about this? Or people, like, asking repetitive questions, that they feel like they are a bit, like, overbearing, like, you are not respecting me, something like that. And they need silence. They need silence to connect with themselves. They need to also, like, and I think that they all are in the same page. It doesn't matter how different their experiences are and their personalities. I think that they all, as a group, feel the same. It's not that, oh, it's one or two members that feel this way and the others do not notice it. Actually, all of them do. And this is why the High Priestess is here, to remind them that the only ones that can understand their experience and what they're going through, and that they have a say in this, is themselves. Because only themselves know what they had sacrificed, what they had, like, their triumphs, their victories, their battles, their personal battles, only they know. And I think that also here with the High Priestess and the Ace of Swords, there's this need of also domination, domination of the self, and also be like, okay, yes, we went through different challenges, but we are not victims. We are not puppets. Like, we are very intelligent women. We are very intelligent. So don't overestimate us. And also don't push us to make decisions or opinions or assumptions about something that is very personal. And probably here with the High Priestess, there's a lot of things that they know that these things are going to be kept hidden, because they have secrets. They do not want the audience to know everything. They are protecting themselves and their own energy and their own self, their inner self, the person behind the artist. They are protecting their sensitive side, their vulnerability, because they think that it's better to remain strong and consistent because they are very hardworking, but also, they have the need to also protect themselves from very toxic people. And I feel like here with the devil, they have a lot around them, probably a lot of people that act as if they are friends, but they are actually not interested in the girl's well-being. So I think that with all the experience and the years that they had been around, I think that they had come to the conclusion of who these people are, and this is why they are somehow trying to remain silent, trying to be a bit mysterious, trying to be a bit of secretive also, to connect with themselves and not be distracted by others, because they do not want to be manipulated anymore. So yes, guys, this is all I have for twice. I hope that you enjoyed it, and of course, if you are a fan, I would appreciate your feedback, since I don't know much about the girls. I know they had been on tour, but I would appreciate your feedback or your point of view about this. But always stay respectful, please. So I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye.